Why am I wearing orange? Oh, I must be going to see Dan Howell. It's orange with black on the side. Hi guys, I am in Jacksonville, Florida, and I am going to see Dan Howell tonight performing We Are All Doomed, and I am super excited. I drove 6 hours-ish yesterday to get here, and I trusted the GPS until we got into Jacksonville, and then I went with my gut and immediately got lost. Thank goodness the GPS rerouted me, and then I went into the wrong parking garage. Everything's fine now. I finally got checked in. The venue is literally 800 feet from this hotel, which is why I picked it. So I walked over and I got my tickets. Yes, I got 2 tickets because I'm a wide girl and I don't want to squish anybody. So I have 2 tickets on the end, one on the end and one next to me, and that way I don't bother anybody. I had an amazing evening just relaxing at the hotel, and then today at 3:45 we have to line up at the VIP table to get, I guess, our band, and then to go in and say hi to Winnie the Pooh, Daniel Howell. And this time I'm still nervous, and I'll still be nervous when I see him, but I'm a little calmer, because if you've watched my videos before, you know the first time went great, and then the second time I totally freaked out and just walked away in the middle of a sentence. Like I just noped myself right out of there while we were talking. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to be calm. I'm going to be collected. I'm going to be cool. I'm not going to be any of those things, but I'm going to try to just be less anxious. And then we'll have the Q&A part of the experience, which I've heard is great. I've been trying to avoid spoilers. And then we get to see the show, and I'm so proud of him. I sent flowers, which is kind of weird, but I just wanted to send something. And they're orange and white because they didn't have orange and black. Go figure. So I'm going to show you a few things about my hotel. It's really pretty. It's right on the riverfront. And then I'll come back and finish up. Yes, you saw that right. I met Dan. I still have my bracelets on for the experience. I don't know why I haven't taken them off yet. I was going to finish the video last night, but my gosh. I got to the venue at 2:45 and I didn't leave till after 10. I was so tired and so emotionally drained that I just had to go right to bed. The show was amazing, but let me back up. I got there, I waited in line forever. We got our VIP packs. We waited in line forever because I got there early. I was like the 5th person in line. And I got our VIP little bags, and this won't have any spoilers. So it has some cool stuff in it. Then we went inside and went up 3 flights of stairs, which my little legs were like, are you serious? And then we waited a long time, and it was really hot. And I was sweating because I was nervous. And of course we had to have the mask on. So I was like fogging up my glasses. And then we got to stand in line, and then he walks right in, all 900 feet of him. And I walked up when it was my turn. Things went well. I didn't space out this time. I didn't mention the flowers because I didn't want to freak myself out. So I walked up and he was like, oh, do you have something for me to sign? And I was like, I handed him his book. And then I said, I wrote you a letter, and I handed him the letter. And then he's like, do you want me to take a picture? And I was like, yes. And I handed him the phone, and he took 3 pictures, which was very nice. And they were on live mode, so I kind of have a little video, which is neat. And then I said, are you enjoying your time in America? Because that's all that I could think of to say. That's not what I was going to say, but everything else is in the letter, which hopefully he'll get to read. I don't know if he gets to read all of them. Probably he gets a million of them. And then he said, well, enjoy the show, or I hope you enjoy the show. And I said, I will, thank you. And then I walked down 3 flights of stairs, and this very sweet usher came up and talked to me as I was looking at the picture, and she had no idea who Dan was. She said, well, he has pretty eyes. And I was like, yeah, he really does. And she was like, well, I don't know him. So, and I said, well, he's a YouTuber. And she was like, so she didn't really understand what YouTube was. So that was fun, trying to explain YouTube and Dan at the same time. And she said, well, you know, a lot of these shows, I don't get the comedy, but maybe I'll get this one. And I was just kind of like, yeah. And on the inside, I was thinking, oh no, this might not be your best intro to YouTube comedy, because Dan's hilarious, but we know Dan, right? I mean, he's going to say some things that are inappropriate. But anyway, so she talked to me, which was very sweet. And then it was just a lot of waiting, a lot of standing and waiting, which is fine. And then we got to go in for the Q&A, and we were all just sitting there waiting for something to happen. And all of a sudden he's like, boom. And we were like, ah. And he answered just about, I think, everything that was in that box. He answered everything. He didn't answer my question. I think he did. Because I wrote, what kind of music are you listening to? And he answered, what's your favorite musical, right? And so I think he just changed it. And he said Hamilton, which of course is the correct. No, he did not. He said Book of Mormon, which is the correct answer. Closely followed by Hamilton. So then we had to go back outside again, and then we went back in and sat in our regular seats, and then the show came on, and y'all, I don't have the words. It was funny. It was beautiful. It was inspiring. It was sad. It made me feel pensive and introspective and proud of Dan. So proud of Dan, because not only is he a great performer and a great improviser and very funny, but he commands that stage. He just glows when he's on that stage, and I don't know how else to describe it. And again, no spoilers, but there's a sadder part of the show, and you could have heard a pin drop. So I left feeling inspired, and I left feeling joyful, and I left feeling so proud of Dan that I don't know. I just feel like he's taken so much pain and turned it into so much inspiration for so many people. And I admire him for that. Go see it if you can. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And if you can't, I hear they're going to film it. So make sure you get it. And if you need help getting it, let me know, and I'll help you. Well, I've got one more day in my hotel room. I'm just going to relax, edit this video. I'm using Premiere Rush on my phone, so it might not be the best edit, but I'm going to try. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.